Do you ever feel awkward in social situations? Maybe you're just very shy and you just don't really know what to say, or you know what you want to say, but you're just too shy to jump in and actually start a conversation and you just feel awkward. If that is the case, I want you to watch this video. Christine will share with you how she used the mirror method to get over her social awkwardness.
If someone had told me 18 months ago that I'd be videoing and standing up in front of people, in front of an audience, I would have said, you are crazy. Because for the whole of my life, I have been shy and introverted, not able to speak in front of groups of people, even friends, like, out for a dinner, out for a meal. I was so shy. And about a few years ago, I started reading self-help books. And the first one I read was this one called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. But the trouble was that with this book and with other books afterwards, I just didn't do what they said in the books. I just didn't take action. Although I enjoyed reading them, I just didn't do what they said. That was until about 18 months ago when I came across another book, and it's called Mirror Work by Louise Hay. And I thought, well, how hard can it be? All I have to do is look in a mirror and tell myself that I love myself. But it was hard, and a lot of emotional stuff came up. But this time I persevered. At the same time as I was doing the mirror work, I started analysing what was actually happening in social situations. Imagine a group of people, all my friends, sitting around a dining table in a pub, a restaurant, and having a great conversation. At least the other people were having the great conversation. Because I realised that although they could just say what came into their heads, they didn't think about what people were going to think of them. I was actually analysing my thoughts. So I was monitoring them and thinking, can I say this? Shall I say that? No, maybe they'll think I'm stupid or whatever, a negative thing that I thought. And so more often than not, the conversation would have moved on, and I would have not said anything because the moment was gone and then the conversation had moved on. So I thought to myself, well, these people are just saying what comes into their heads, and they're relaxed and they're happy and they're being the real them. They're being who they are. So then I began to think, well, who is the real me? And then I thought, well, when I'm at home with my husband, with my family, I feel happy and relaxed, and I am being who I really am. I'm being the real me. And so I thought, if I could transfer that to a social situation, then that would be fantastic. And the next time I went out into that same social situation, I practiced it. Not really practiced it, because I was actually being who I really was, the real me. I was letting the real me show, and I was able to say what came into my head. And I believe it was the mirror work which helped me, because it built my self-esteem, it built my self-love, my self-confidence, and I was able to just say what I wanted to say in front of people. And the feeling that I had was just amazing, because I felt so relaxed, I felt so happy, and these feelings, they sort of filtered into other areas of my life. And so I became happier in my day-to-day life. I felt less fearful about situations. I'd always been fearful of all sorts of things. Whatever you can think of, I was fearful about it. But now I began doing things that were outside my comfort zone. And I spoke to the lady who I did my coaching with, and she invited me to talk to a transformational group that she was having at her house. I did a talk all about the story really that I'm telling you now, and I was able to speak in front of a room full of people, strangers, 10 to 12 people, and I was able to do it with nerves, yes, but I got lots of compliments afterwards, and it made me feel so good that I was able to do that. And now I am planning a talk, a much longer talk this time, in a place in Bristol. That is my next step, and I'm actually writing the talk now. So I hope that was helpful for anybody who's watching this, to know that you can actually change. You don't have to be the person that you've always been. You can change.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget, I do have the Find Your Voice Mastermind group, in which we all work together to help you overcome your fears and to achieve your goals and all your dreams. Check out the link below, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.